YouTube video. I'm here to review this album by Dilated Peoples, The Platform, their first album, very boom bap-ish hip hop production, which has that great grimy production with like the DJ scratches a lot, which is starts off with my first song, I Say to Introduce You, which is an intro. Then we have The Platform, talking about how they have the platform to perform their craft and entertain the crowd and get people into their music, and how they're going to do that with this album. They drop rhymes that are great, lyrical MC type rhymes, which great way to start the album off. Then we have No Retreat, is basically about how they're not going to retreat and hold back and everything else when drama comes, etc. Quite have a braggadocious also type feel to it as well. Love the beat, brilliant there. Then we have the next song I want to talk about is Guaranteed. It's basically talking about how nothing is guaranteed in life, how you're not always going to be successful, it doesn't always go right, things don't always go wrong, that death could come to any point. That's kind of that song. Then we have Ride On. It's basically talking about his cool catchphrase, ride on, and talks about the past in music back in the days and what he was influenced by. He also talks about growing up as a youngster. He talks about girls that they liked, etc. Really good song. Enjoyed the track. Then we have The Main Event. Great song, great beat, very boom bap, that hip hop flavour that we all love. Then we have Service. He's talking about he talks about service, how in lines when they're lining up in shops, etc. Talks about everyday life and customer services that happen and etc. Then we have Eardrum Pop. It's basically a braggadocious street song, how they're going to make their ear pop basically when they hear their rhyme. Then we have Years in the Making. He's talking about how they met, how they formed the group, and how their album was years in the making, and how they really wanted to be stars and make great music, etc. together, how Dilated Peoples formed, giving the history on that, and how they met, formed the group, their first shows, etc. Very good storytelling track if you want to know the history of the group. And then we have Humiliation, which is a great song. Then we have Expanding Man. Is again, he's talking about humans. He talks about how we need to expand our mind of knowledge, science, etc. Talks about the weather and how everything works with the weather, etc. and how we get certain things. Talks about the science roots, etc. Talks about harpics and stuff like that as well. Then we have The Last Line of Defense. He's basically talking about fighting, how he's going to take them on and their last line of defense. Then we have Triple Optics. Great track. Talking about the third eye and having it awaken for spiritual knowledge and how they can see through things and see things more from a different point of view through the third eye. Then we have The Shape of Things to Come, which is a great song. Then we have Work the Angels, is again a good song there. And then I want to talk about the last song where Everlast took his dig at Eminem, which caused that beef and how they met and all that, and that was the start of the Everlast Eminem beef. Everlast took a dig at Eminem on the track. Great song, like the beat on there, quality track. I give this album a 9.5 to a 10 out of 10. This album, quality, must have in your collection. Peace.